Black World, Black World, Black World TV.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Black World TV. Thanks for joining. Today's broadcast is about the Patriots, Antonio Brown. You know, he's under a lot of pressure these days, definitely under fire for accusations of rape. The Patriots seem caught by surprise. So the New England Patriots were reportedly unaware that Antonio Brown was facing sexual assault and rape accusations when the team signed him last week, according to ESPN's Adam Schefter. With Brown's signing announced and the star wideout scheduled to begin practice with the team on Wednesday, the Patriots are now deciding how to proceed. The team released a statement late Tuesday night confirming it is aware of the lawsuit and that the NFL will be investigating the matter. It reads, in part, by Noah Princiotti. The Patriots statement on Antonio Brown reads, quote, "We are aware of the civil lawsuit that was filed earlier today against Antonio Brown, as well as the response by Antonio's representatives. We take these allegations very seriously. Under no circumstance does this organization condone sexual violence or assault. The league has informed us that they will be investigating. We will have no further comment while that investigation takes place," unquote. Well, one possibility for Brown mentioned by Schefter is that NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell could place Brown on the commissioner's exempt list while the league investigates the allegations. Such a move would give Brown his salary, but take him off the team's active roster and forbid him from playing in games and practices. The list has been used in the past to sideline Adrian Peterson, Kareem Hunt, and Reuben Foster following their own personal scandals. According to Schefter, the Patriots, quote, were caught by surprise in regards to the sexual assault allegations. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that Mr. Brown also was caught by surprise. The Patriots agreed to terms with Brown on a one-year, $15 million deal last week after an hours-long free agency. Brown had previously forced his way out of the Raiders organization with an entire month of unhinged behavior, culminating in the team granting his request to be released. The Patriots were likely bracing themselves to handle Brown and all of his behavior, but the allegations against the player might be a different story. So, these allegations against Antonio Brown. Brown was accused of 3 instances of sexual assault between 2017 and 2018 by his former trainer, Brittany Taylor, in a lawsuit filed in federal court on Tuesday. Taylor reportedly knew Brown from their time together at Central Michigan, where she was a gymnast while he was a football player. She alleges in her lawsuit Brown did the following. She says that he exposed himself to her and kissed her without her consent during a training visit in Pittsburgh in June 2017. She says he masturbated behind her while the two watched a church service on her iPad and ejaculated on her back in Miami, also in June 2017. She says that he pushed her face first into a mattress and forcibly raped her in Miami in May 2018 after she agreed to train him again with an assurance his sexual advances would stop. Included in Taylor's lawsuit are screen grabs of Brown appearing to profanely brag about the second incident in an email. Brown denied all allegations in a statement released by his lawyer and reportedly plans to countersue Taylor for civil extortion. And so I will show you the screenshot of what Antonio Brown supposedly tweeted. Now, mind you, that Twitter has been hacked. People's accounts have been hacked numerous times. So I don't want to really take much of what he put in his Twitter too serious, because again, we don't know who this particular person could be that wrote this. But anyways, what's interesting is that his Mr. Brown's lawyer, his name is Darren Heitner. He has issued a detailed statement that admits to the existence of a sexual relationship between Brown and the plaintiff, Brittany Taylor, but denies any wrongdoing on Brown's behalf. The lawyer's statement calls the lawsuit a, quote, money grab. Quote, he will pursue all legal remedies to not only clear his name, but also to protect other professional athletes against false allegations, Heitner vows. In the statement, Heitner characterizes Taylor as someone who was looking for funding from Brown to launch a business project. She allegedly sought $1.6 million. Quote, when Mr. Brown refused to make the $1.6 million, quote, investment, the accuser supposedly cut off communication with Mr. Brown, Heitner contends. Now, what kind of timing was that? That was a very planned and calculated move. But I digress. It says, quote, however, in 2018, the accuser resurfaced and offered to travel to Pennsylvania and South Florida to train Mr. Brown for the upcoming season. Thereafter, the accuser engaged Mr. Brown in a consensual personal relationship. Any sexual interaction with Mr. Brown was entirely consensual. Heitner claims that the relationship continued after the alleged rape in May 2018. Mr. Brown's accuser has continually posted photographs of Mr. Brown on her social media in an effort to financially benefit from his celebrity, unquote, Heitner writes. Quote, Mr. Brown, whose hard work and decision to his craft has allowed him to rise to the top of his profession, refuses to be the victim of what he believes to be a money grab, unquote. The statement narrows the focus of much of the looming legal fight to the credibility of Brown and Taylor, since it's clear that they knew each other and had a personal relationship. While third-party witnesses and circumstantial evidence may tip the scales one way or the other, this one will, quote, barring a settlement, boil down to whether a jury believes him or believes her. While that may not be enough to ever secure a conviction in criminal court, it's more than enough to satisfy the much lower burden of proof in civil cases. Well, as I end this broadcast off, I have a few words to say about this. So, I'm very suspect of the fact that Miss Brittany Taylor, sought $1.6 million from Antonio Brown to launch a business project. And after he refused to do that, to make that $1.6 million investment, all of a sudden she cut off ties with him. she was, you could pretty much say she was hurt. And then all of a sudden, in 2018, she resurfaces again and offers to travel to Pennsylvania and South Florida to train Mr. Brown. And what that offers her is an opportunity to travel, and an opportunity to make money, and also to spend time with this man who she obviously has feelings for. What I don't like about cases like this is here is a great young man, Antonio Brown, having a great opportunity in front of him. Opportunity was knocking at his door, and a woman who he's had a previously relationship with, and it's so sad because usually in these relationships there are true feelings involved. And all of a sudden, when that one person decides to turn on the other person because they break up or whatever the case may be, all of a sudden they turn evil towards that person, which makes me believe that there never was love in the first place. When you could treat someone that way, that you used to be with, that you used to share a bed with, that you used to be in love with, and then you turn on them and do something like this, that wasn't love that you were in with them in the first place. That's my take on it. But what I just don't like, aside from that, is how after the first time of supposedly having a situation with this guy, where, wait, let me go back to it for a second. I'm sorry. Um, where she says that he exposed himself to her and kissed her without consent during a training visit in Pittsburgh in June of 2017. She could have stopped her relationship with him at that point. She could have stopped at that point. But no, she decided to continue on with their relationship. Because, see, there was more to this than meets the eye. So here it is, her second situation that she brings out to the public is how he masturbated behind her while the two watched a church service on her iPad, and how he ejaculated on her back in Miami also in June 2017. Well, again, she's placing herself in these positions to be with him in the first place. And then last but not least, she says that he pushed her face into a mattress and forcibly raped her in Miami in May 2018 after she agreed again to train with him. Do you hear how this young woman has made every wrong decision in her life, and now she wants to get paid and bring down another black man? This whole Me Too movement and these type of women, is no wonder that America is filled with gay men. It's no wonder. It's no wonder. Yes, I would have to blame so many of you type of women that do this. And I don't care about the flames or about anyone getting mad at this message. It is the truth that it's no wonder so many men even turn gay after dealing with this type of BS. Men are scared to even talk to women on the workplace because of this whole Me Too movement. You've taken it way too far. Bringing down innocent men and taking them for their money so that you don't have to work and you can live the easy life. It's foul, it stinks, and it's rotten to the core. This message is brought to you by Black World TV. Before you leave, don't forget to leave a message in the comments section if you so choose. Please leave a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next broadcast. My last but not least message is, don't forget to sponsor me at Cash App at $did my part. I'm out.